Hello and welcome back to the Tim Bush channel, and today it's the big one, a true British motoring icon. It is of course the legendary Land Rover. So this particular little beauty is a 1958 88-inch Series 1 with some lovely added modifications, including something very special under the bonnet, which we'll take a look at a bit later on when I take it off for a drive. In the meantime, some important information on something I've always wanted to say. Roll VT! So a little bit of history. On the 30th of April 1948, the Land Rover was launched at the Amsterdam Motor Show, later known as the Series 1. It had an 80-inch wheelbase, the 50 horsepower 1600 petrol engine from the Rover P3, pickup body, and priced at just £450. Moving forward to 1969, and due to foreign market safety legislation, the headlamps are moved outboard onto the front wings. 1976 was a landmark year as the 1 millionth Land Rover was built. Brilliant! In late 1990, the company was to produce the new model, the Discovery, and so the original Land Rover had a new name and identity, the Defender. Moving forward again now to September 2019, and the all-new Defender was launched, continuing the Land Rover legacy for making the ultimate off-road vehicle. Brilliant! Well, I must say that presenter was incredibly good looking. Anyway, back to our Series 1. Instantly recognisable, the plucky Lanny has been used by everybody from your local farmer, the Queen herself, to another British legend, the SAS. The quintessential British bulldog off-roader that can just about tackle anything. Now an uber cool classic, loved by everybody and equally at home on a mountain, outside Buckingham Palace, or cruising the city nightlife. An all-round good guy. Let's take a look around the car and check out what's under that bonnet. So let's have a look at this absolutely glorious engine. Wow! So this car's beating heart is a slightly modified 3.9 litre fuel injected Range Rover V8, producing at around 200 brake horsepower, extremely torquey with a lovely low down rumble. A far cry from that 50 horsepower original. So I'm here with the proud owner of this absolutely amazing Series 1 Land Rover, and it is Ian. Lovely to meet you, Ian.
And you, Tim. Absolute
pleasure. Listen, I've been round this car of yours, right, and I can't find anything wrong with it. It's absolutely perfect. It's probably better than when I come out the showroom. So perhaps you could tell our viewers how you acquired the car.
Bought it years ago, won it on an eBay site.
eBay? Wow, fantastic.
Yeah. Had to go down to London with a trailer, pick it up. It was running, but the engine was clapped out. It had a Rover 3.5 engine in it on the original Series 1 gearbox, which was, the whole thing was about to go bang. Okay. So I pulled it all apart, ordered a brand new galvanised chassis, which I had to modify to take a lot of the Range Rover parts. Put an automatic gearbox in it. I've now put the 3.9i Serpentine V8 in it. I ordered a brand new bulkhead with the V8 conversion in it. I've fitted power steering on it as well. So it's really different to the original Series 1 Land Rover.
But much more usable on a day-to-day basis, and that's why you modified it to the way it is now, which is absolutely brilliant. Well, listen, it's absolutely lovely to meet you. Thanks for showing me your lovely car, and it's an absolute beauty, mate. Absolute beauty. Fantastic! You have to consider that the Land Rover is nearly 74 years old. Jesus, it's probably got its own bus pass, but there's no way this old timer's going into sheltered accommodation. Oh no, it's still going strong, and there's not many cars on the planet with that sort of history, not to mention the legions of fans all over the world. Brilliant! Well, now it's time to take it for a spin. So now behind the wheel, and the first thing you notice is the smell. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like a mixture of petrol, oil, leather and bizarrely wood, even though there's no wood in the car. It's a wonderful smell. If you could bottle it, you'd sell gallons of the stuff. So originally the car had no power steering and drum brakes all round, so steering was like opening a rusty submarine door, and brakes were scary at best, a bit like standing on a wet sponge with the same effect, unfortunately. But now we've got power steering fitted to it and disc brakes all round, so now when you put the anchors on, it pulls your bloody face off. And we've got beautiful weather today, the sun's shining, and we're in an old vintage Series 1 Land Rover, and we're getting some admiring looks on the road, which is absolutely fantastic. A proper true British icon, a proper true British classic. You just don't get cars like this anymore. They just don't make them like this anymore. Steering's lovely and light due to that power steering, really makes a massive difference to the drive. It's absolutely gorgeous. One thing you notice as well straight away is how connected you are to the car. You just don't get that with modern cars anymore. Vintage cars like this just bring back a nostalgia, and as I said in my last video, gives you a little fuzzy feeling inside you just don't get with modern cars. It's absolutely fantastic, and do you know what? I want this car so badly. It's just so nice to drive. We've got some open road here now, so let's get our foot down and see what this V8 can truly do. Whoa! Wowzer! Wow, it's phenomenal. It's really nippy. Of course, there's not a lot of weight in the car as well, you got to remember. But for such an old car, it's just fantastic to drive. So we're going down some twisty roads now, see what the handling does on the car. To be fair though, it's not really designed for open roads like this. It's designed for climbing mountains, going over rough terrain. That's what its purpose is designed for. But now it's got this V8, the automatic gearbox, the power steering. It's really friendly to drive on the road. It's quite noisy, but you'd expect that with a car like this. I mean, it's so old and so un-aerodynamic because it wasn't designed to go at speed. That's just what the car was. But you know what? You know that when you jump in it. And that's why you buy a car like this, that's why you own a car like this and love it and cherish it. For that reason. A lot of people take these off-road as well. This one is just so clean and so perfect. It'd be a shame to, really. Well, I'm loving every second of this drive. It's absolutely amazing. Privileged is what I feel right now. Privileged to drive such an iconic classic. I mean, the car's like a 58. Wow, that was absolutely amazing. What a phenomenal car. I've loved every second of it. It's an absolute beauty. And as I said before, I wish it was mine. There's no way Ian's going to let me have this, not in a million years. So, the Land Rover, a truly awesome machine for all sorts of different reasons. And it's been an absolute privilege to drive it today. It's been absolutely brilliant. If you liked the video, don't forget to check out my other videos on the fabulous Jaguar F Type and the Race Tube Morgan, including that brilliant interview with the original race driver. Fantastic! Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave some comments and subscribe because I've got some outrageous machines to look forward to in the next coming months, all on the fabulous Tim Bush channel. It's the future.
You have been watching the fabulous Tim Bush channel.